Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new comedy Mark, Mary, and Some Other People. Because you know, Newlyweds, what do they need? Some ethical non-monogamy. And you have the story from writer-director Hannah Marks, who, not gonna lie, makes a very funny film. I laughed a lot sitting and watching this movie. The just off the charts chemistry you have between Ben Rosenfield and Hayley, who play Mark and Mary. And, you know, you see them at the beginning, they're doing drugs, they're really connecting, they're having a fun time, they get married. And a little shout out to the officiant, Steve Little from Eastbound and Down. I recognize him right away. It's like, there's a lot of fun little cameos. Like, you have Truglio, who, you know, is Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You have Gillian Jacobs, Leah Thompson, some great cameos there. But really at the center, you have some really talented young actors with Ben Rosenfield and Hayley as our two main characters. You have some of Mark's friends played by Dodani and Mark Shively. You have Mary's sister played by Sofia, Bryant. And a special shout out to an actress I recognize very quickly, Odessa Ezion, from a couple of different things, but very specifically Grand Army. I remember her being in that Netflix show. And this young cast really pack a lot of comedic punch. And just basically, even between just Rosenfield and their back and forth are so great and so funny, so unexpected and quirky and different, that this, along with the music choices of some, this indie kind of alternative music that's going on, in the era of Tame Impala kind of thing, and that mixture, and with the mixture of the comedy going on, I feel like Marx is able to create a very specific atmosphere that's full of laughs and personality. And where this film really should, it was just based off of the comedy and the chemistry of these characters, off the charts, 5 out of 5. Narratively though, I feel like this hits on a lot of beats that you expect, and a lot of cliches that you expect. It's like going into this, it's very much Mary's idea to do this this ethical non-monogamy. And Mark's not okay with it, but maybe at some point he's going to get a little too connected to this, and maybe she's going to regret this. And you have those beats. You see those coming. And it also challenges you at points, because there's certain points where you start to really lose connection with these characters, especially Mark. I feel like Mark becomes way too unlikable at times, where it's just I don't know if I could feel invested in this anymore. Do I want to see them succeed? And this film tries to have that rom-com kind of thing. They should be together, but also, trying to be a little bit edgy and kind of modern romance of a La La Land, where it's just maybe don't wind up together, maybe there's a bunch of regrets here, and maybe it just doesn't work out, and life happens. And it's trying to balance those different kinds of things. And when you really lose that connection to our leads, because you start to question do I really care about them, and do I really think that they're good people that should be happy, that's where it starts to struggle. I feel like it's mostly Mark, but there's definitely some times where it's Mary teeters on that line too. But this film rides on a lot of cliches and predictable narrative turns and choices, but it's just so darn funny and so in your face and impactful when it's thinking about these kinds of conventions of relationships and stuff like that, that there's a lot to enjoy about this film. And for an hour and 30-minute VOD film, this is a really fun time, and I think pretty thought-provoking, and really makes you think about relationships and ideas of relationships. So in the end, I really think that Mark, Mary, and Some Other People is definitely worth your time. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.